Hi all. So today date 6/10/5. Okay. So what is today topic? We will discuss. We have been discussing the object-oriented program system. So in that we covered what is meant by class, object, inheritance, and encapsulation, and abstraction also covered last days. Now today in this class we will cover interface. Interface in Java. Alright. So in the previous class abstraction is the link in this interface. So what is meant by interface? Interface is also a one class. Interface is also one type class. And second point, it has fully unimplemented methods, nothing but abstraction method. And so interface contains public static final variables and public abstract methods. If you declare or not declare, JVM will consider defaultly variables as public static final and methods as abstract. This is one point. So interface contains only public static final variables and public abstract methods. And these are all the some important points. So before go to the interface, let me recap about abstraction. So abstraction abstract class, open braces, close braces. In this abstract class, it contains both implemented and unimplemented methods. Suppose, let me take unimplemented method. Unimplemented method, nothing but it doesn't has any body. Moreover, it has the abstract keyword, public and abstract keyword and method name. Let me write get log. This is one abstract method. Why? It has the abstract keyword and line closed with the semicolon, and it doesn't have any body. This is called unimplemented method. Unimplemented method. So now let me write implemented method. Public return type is void, and let me write method name Let's write getLogger. GetLogger is one method. It has the body. So it is called conquer method or implemented body. Logic you have to write here. So in the abstract class, both unimplemented and implemented methods available. This is so far we know in the last class. Now, what is in the interface means? Interface is a one class. Let me write now interface. Copy this one. Let me paste here, and it is one class, right? So we have to declare instead of class interface. Suppose generally we are writing class and demo, open braces, close braces. In the place of class, we have to give interface. And it has only unimplemented methods. GetLog 2, GetLog 3, and GetLog 4. So in the interface, only unimplemented methods only available. If you try to implement any method, suppose I want to implement this one in the notepad, it won't throw any error. But if you write any implementation, if you want to provide any implementation to any method in the interface, it will leads to compile time error. Clear? Now we can't able to implement a method in the interface. So it contains all unimplemented methods only. Clear? And this is the syntax actually. Interface keyword and interface name. After that, open braces, close braces, and some unimplemented methods. And compiler actually treated all these methods as a abstract only. If you write or not write these access modifiers, the compiler will treat it is a abstract. If you write, not a issue. If you don't write, not a issue. Compiler will defaultly add to this method public abstract. Clear? If you write like this also in interface, JVM will, compiler will add abstract keyword and public access modifier. So after that, we have to take one more subclass. This is one interface. It is the interface. It is the syntax for the interface. After that, we know we have to take the one class. In this class, let me write demo 2. This is actually class, not your interface. Open braces, close braces. After that, take public static void main method. In the main method, public static void main string args. In this, we have to create object for class. After that, before that, we have some important points. These are all the unimplemented methods. We have to implement that one. We can't implement in the interface. Where should I implement? Obviously in the class only, right? So interface cannot have the concrete methods. Violation leads to compile time error. This is one point. Suppose I want to get log is one my implemented method. I want to implement in this one, then it will leads to compile time error. This is one point. Let me write some rules. Rule number 1. Interface cannot have concrete methods. This is one point. Violation leads to C, nothing but compile time error. It will leads to compile time error, and this one I can't explain in the notepad. It won't throw any error in the notepad. If you write in any IDE, it will throw error. Okay, this is what first rule. Second rule regarding interface. In the interface, we can have only static final variables. Even if you create variable as a non-static, non-final variable, compiler will convert it as a static final variable. Okay, suppose in the interface, let me take a sample, open braces, close braces. In this, if you write any method, void, let me write find area is my method name. Just I leave like that. Then compiler will add this one to, if it is a method, it will add abstract. Oh, sorry, it has. Okay, type also, yeah. It will add abstract keyword, and it will add public. Compiler will add public and abstract keyword to this method. And for the variables, static final, it will add if it is a non-static. This is the second rule. Let me write the second rule. This is first rule. Second rule, in the interface, you can have only static final variables, even if we create variables as non-static, compiler will add will convert as a static final variable and public abstract for methods. Okay, in the rule 2, if you declare as a method void and method name like this, compiler will add public abstract keyword to this method. And if it is a variable, suppose let me write double pi equal to some variable, some 3.14, then compiler will add static final to this variable. This is the second rule. If you declare, not declare, compiler will take care this one. And third rule, interface variable should be initialized at the time of creation because of they are final, else leads compile time error. This is one thing. Interface should be because they means variables are final. We know, right? If you write final keyword, we can't change that data. And one more point, suppose okay, let me give this one example. Double, suppose pi. If you declare like this, then it will show compile time error. We should declare the data. That is the meaning of that one. Okay, if you don't declare, it will lead to compile time error. Okay, this is rule 3. And rule 4, we cannot declare the interface as a final. It leads to compile time error because of it should contain subclasses. Final interface, let me write, interface we cannot declare. Okay, let me remove this one. We cannot declare final to interface. Why? It leads to again compile time error. Hence, we have the abstract methods, right? We have abstract methods. We should implement that methods in a subclass. If you declare interface suppose demo is my interface. If you declare interface as a final, then we can't it will lead to compile time error. Why? Because of we have the all are abstract methods only. Suppose it is an unimplemented method. If you write the final, then we cannot access, we cannot, we cannot do anything on the interface. Then it will lead to compile time error. We cannot implement this class. That's why we cannot write the final keyword to the class. It will lead to compile time error. This is one thing. So okay, one more important point among all this one, rule 5. What is that means? Suppose the class is derived from the interface should implement all abstract methods by overriding. Otherwise, it should be declared as a abstract keyword. This is another rule. Okay, this one I will explain at the time of code part. All right. So these are all the some rules. Interface cannot have the concrete methods which violates the compile time error, and if you declare or not declare, compiler will add static final to the variable. If you declare not declare to the method, compiler will add public abstract to this method, and we have to declare the variable. Why? Because of it is a final. Who will add the final? Keyword compiler. And fourth point, we cannot declare the final to interface. It leads to compile time error. Suppose it is my interface. Interface opened here and closed here. If you write final. If you write final keyword to the interface, it will throw the compile time error. Why? Because of it has unimplemented methods. We have to implement these methods in the class by overriding. So what is meant by override and overload? What is the difference between that? I will explain in tomorrow class. For time being, remember that one. We have to implement this one in the class. And fifth rule, the class is derived in the interface. Suppose you have the interface. In the interface you have unimplemented methods. In the class you have to implement this one. Implement nothing but you have to write the logic. Simple. In the interface all implemented methods available. You have to give the body. You have to give some business logic. Right? After that, we should override all these things. Otherwise, it will lead to compile time error. The class is derived from the interface. All methods should be implemented. Otherwise, it will lead to compile time error. Otherwise, you have to declare the abstract keyword. So these are all the rules. So how to develop the interface? How to develop means, suppose by using implements keyword. Okay, by using implements keyword only we can develop the interface. Suppose interface A, in this some abstract methods available. So this interface we have to write the class by using the implements keyword. By using the implements keyword we have to take interface A of class name, let me write a demo. Implements interface name is A. Okay, let me write here A. In this all should override. Suppose let me write abstract method name as void get logger. Assume get logger. This is we have to write here by using override. In the super class some methods available, we have to implement that one. So remove this square braces and we have to write here some logic, anything. Println, let me write log something message. This is implemented. This method, abstract method, by overriding the class we have to implement. This is how we have to develop the interface. Clear? Now let me go to the code part. Let me remove this thing. Previous classes, abstract example. Let me remove this console as well. Okay, let me go for package, src main. Let me create one package name as a okay, loading slowly. Let me take some very near to real time example. Okay, it's loading slowly. Let me take package com dot interface dot sample. Let me hit finish button. Package has created. Interface, let me create now. See, observe, concentrate here. First we don't declare class, we have to take interface. For that purpose what I have to do, right click on the package, go to the new, second thing, select the interface, don't select the class. We have the package, class, interface, enum, annotation, and followed by some things. We have to select the interface. Just select here interface. Why? Because of we are discussing interface. Now it has become interface. Now let me write interface name as sim. Let me take some real-time example. So sim also it's a interface. See now, it's not a class. Java interface, created a new Java interface and same folder package, all the same. Name also we have to give as a class convention. Interface also same. S start with uppercase, right? So see here, we don't have public static void main method to the interface. And hit finish. Interface has created. This is called interface. Okay, loading. It's loading. Okay, see now in the package com.interface sample public interface and sim. Sim is one interface. Let me write now two abstract methods. Okay, let me write first public, you can access anywhere, and let me give some question mark. Let me write one method name as send SMS, and let me remove this. Let me remove this SMS, open braces and close the line. Why? Because of it is a abstract method. Let me write here parameters as string. String SMS comma long mobile number. Now, so the return type should be string. Save this one. So what is this? This is one abstraction method, and I gave two parameters. String variable, string is a data type, SMS is a variable, long data type, and reference variable. Now let me write one more method, public return type same string. Let me write okay, method name as dial call is one method name. Let me write data type long mobile number and close with semicolon. This is also one abstract method. See now in the interface only abstract methods available. If I try to implement, let me see what will happen. It will throw the error. Change dial call method to default, otherwise child default to static, otherwise remove the method. We cannot implement the method in the interface. This is the rule. Save this one. Only in the interface unimplemented methods only available. And I took two methods, abstract methods, and I gave some parameters. So where we have to implement this one? We cannot implement in the interface. We cannot implement in the abstract. We cannot implement. In the abstract, it is not recommended. So generally, what is the option? Only class. In the class only we can implement all unimplemented methods. Now, what I will do? I will create one class in the interface package. And new. Now I will select class. Now let me take class name as so this sim interface. This sim interface implemented by some any sims. Suppose let me take Airtel. Let me take Airtel. Now let me select public static void main method and let me select hit finish. Now this is class. Let me remove these comments. Now what I will do, now how to develop these implements, how to develop this interface, by using the implements keyword. For interface we have to write the implements keyword. Then what I have to implement, I have to implement sim interface. Just a minute, just see now what is my interface. I have to implement sim. So copy this one, now paste here. Now it is showing error. Why? Because of sim interface has all unimplemented methods. We must and should implement all this one. That's why it is showing the error. By using override in the one class, in the one class some methods available, derived, but it doesn't has any implementation. We have to implement this method in the class. That's why it is showing the error. If you take the mouse over on it, it will give some suggestion, add unimplemented methods. Otherwise, make type Airtel as a abstract. These two suggestions has gave by Java, nothing but ID. Let me go for unimplemented methods. If you simply hit this one, all will come. So that's why already I showed here. In the interface, one method available, one method available, that is abstract. If you write override, then we can implement that one. That's why first I showed that one in the notepad. In the Eclipse, if you just go to this one, just go here. Okay, let me go here. Where is this? It's not pop-upping. Okay, let me write this method. Over here. See now. Now we can implement this one. And okay, let me show you. Let me remove this Airtel in the place of let me write Geo. Okay, now also not showing. Let me remove this one. Don't save. Let me show how it will work. Let me create one more class. Let me write Geo public static void main method. Let me hit finish. Now concentrate here. Implements sim. Now see unimplemented methods. This thing I want to show. In the IDE, it will generate automatically this thing. Public static void method. Let me put downside. Let me remove here. See now. For time being, forget this main method. See now. Same thing in the notepad which I showed. Same thing here. In the interface, we have one abstract method. By using override annotation, we are giving implementation to this method here in the class. Clear? That was done here. ID only generated override, and in the interface whatever the methods available, all must and should implemented. If suppose if you put in the comments, if you put this one all in the comments, it will show again error. We must and should implemented whatever the methods available in the interface. We should do. Clear? Suppose now what I have to do here, I should give some logic. Generally, return in the return, let me write what can I write here? Geo colon the number, let me take one mobile number variable. I will pass here. Okay. It's loading. Okay, let me write mobile number as a okay. Let me write here mobile number variable. Okay, now plus in the string let me write okay, let me try differently. Geo your SMS, after that plus your SMS hi plus 2, let me give on the string, let me give plus, let me give here variable as this, and plus was sent successfully. What does that means? Let me put in the comments. Geo your SMS, let me say good morning. Okay, not good morning, simple hi to mobile number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 was sent successfully. This is how I have to, this is my intention. Okay, now after this, in this what can I do in the return, let me write in the string, let me write geo, what I have to give here, just call number, just dialing, right, the geo, the number plus number dialing currently busy Please try again later. What happened? Syntax somewhere miss. Is busy. Okay, it's loading slowly. Is busy. Let's put in this. Okay. The phone number. Let me give any phone number. Busy. Okay. See now, I implemented. So in the interface, we have two methods. This interface, GeoSIM, Geo, they want to implement their own number and they want to send their own business logic. They use the interface, these two methods in the Geo according to their wish. For that purpose, I overrided this interface and I gave some logic, right? After that, in the main method, I have to create object for obviously for class only, not for interface. Why? In the abstract only we cannot create the object. Why? Because of it contains both implemented and unimplemented methods. But in the interface, all are the unimplemented methods. Hence, we cannot create object for the interface. So obviously we have to create object for class. So with the new keyword, we have to create the class. We have to create the instance, otherwise object. After that, equal to reference variable. Let me write number. Otherwise, let me write number in the place of, let me write communication. Communication is my reference variable and the class name is Geo. Now object has created. Now we know how to invoke the non-static variable. Before that, let me write system.out.println in this reference variable dot, what is my method name? Send SMS. Okay, loading, it's loading actually slowly. Send SMS and it is expecting arguments. So SMS, let me write SMS, it's in the strings, so let me put in the strings. Let me simply say hi. And mobile number. we have to give long, so it should be more 10 numbers. Let me give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and save this one. Okay, we have to give append L since it is a long. So what is another method? So I invoked SMS under dial. Same thing. Okay, system dot out dot println. What is my reference variable? Name is communication dot, another method name is dial call, and here we have to give number. Let me give same number. Let me save. So what will happen here? Annotations, Control Shift F, save this one. In the class I overrided interface. I implemented methods according to my wish. Since I have the geo and I created object for the class, I gave some arguments. This hi, whenever I gave the arguments, we know how to pass the arguments. This hi will reside in the SMS. We are returning some data. This SMS hi will store after that to this mobile number. So I gave here actually this number. SMS. So was sent successfully. It should be come. And here geo number. So this is done. 22 line. Whenever we invoke this old method, send message, it is returning something. That return is one data, one string. After that, 23 line, again with the reference variable, I invoked the non-static method. Dial call is a method. If I invoke this one, it will go and it will invoke this non-static method. I gave argument, it will store in this parameter, and this data will store in this one. And geo, the number, some so and so. You are dialing currently busy. Please try again later. It should be come. Let me save this one. Let me run as Java application. It will convert .java to bytecode, and the process has been done. It will always launch without asking. Proceed. See now, geo, your SMS hi to this number was sent successfully. That is one thing. Okay, let me do like this. Is it okay? Otherwise let me do like this. Okay, this is better. Okay, see now, it's little better. This is also showing. Let me manipulate this one. Okay, see now, this is the method. I pass argument, it reside inside this SMS, it store the data, it printed geosim SMS hi. I pass argument as a hi here. Okay, space also is there. If you remove space, not a problem. So hi to the number. Let me write this one. The number, this one here. Let me save this one. Let me do some updates and save this one. Now save this one and run code again. Your sim, oh, again hi. Here let me give some dots. Okay, now was, let content was here. Let me give. Okay. Now here, okay, here, okay, okay. Let me run again. See now, your SMS hi to this so and so number was sent successfully. Again, Geo, the number so and so number dialing currently busy, please try later. Clear? This same interface implemented by Airtel also. And any other networks, they will use this interface, common, right? If you take any network SIMs, these are all the two are the common, sending SMS, calling, and extra features they will add, So this is the common. So here also you can take override this methods. Airtel, you can take any SIM name, I can use this interface. Clear? So, okay, interface is a class, okay, this is also done. So, syntax also done, rules also done, and what is note point here? We must implement the all abstract method, otherwise it will throw the compile time error. We saw here, right? Suppose if you put, I demonstrated that one. I used this one method in the comments, then it show the compile time error. That is the note point. We must and should implemented all unimplemented methods which is available in the interface. We should all override by using override annotation. And that is a note. Okay, this is the thing. Okay. So polymorphism we'll discuss tomorrow. What something miss, right? The interface in the inheritance we have this thing, right? Final keyword. Okay. Parameter classes. Okay. Multiple inheritance, right? Okay. Multiple inheritance, multi-level. Okay, multiple inheritance. Fourth one. We cannot achieve inheritance in the normal thing. We have to achieve in the interface. So let me cover this thing also. So see the syntax there. Interface, we have two classes. Okay, A and B. Class C implements A and B. Then we can achieve the multiple inheritance. So let me write this code, this thing also. Let me remove this console. Let me create. Okay, this is ultra. Let me remove. Okay, let me create one interface, new, select the interface. Let me give the interface name as simple A, hit finish. Interface A, let me take simple void, show is one method, open braces, close braces, otherwise let me give, interface doesn't contain body, it's a abstract. Say this one, let me show result. This is one abstract method. If you can't declare anything, compiler will add abstract. Okay, this is okay. This is abstract method in the interface. Let me create one more interface. Let me create new again interface. Let me give here B. For your understanding purpose, I am taking the interface names as A and B. You can take any name. And let me write one more method, void display result and end with a semicolon. This is also one interface. Now we have two interfaces. Now we are discussing about inheritance. New, so class, let me take class name as result, hit the public static void main. Now C is one class, not interface. Now implements, see now what is my interface name A, interface A, interface identifier A comma B. It is showing error because of we have to override that one. Let me put this main method downside. Just take the add and implemented methods. So method. So these two methods overridden in the class result. This display result coming from, let me go to the open declaration. Display result is coming from which class? B. Display result coming from B class. From B. Oh, B interface. B interface. This is from A interface. See now this is multiple inheritance. So give simple system dot out dot println display method render from the simple B. Same thing. Sysout. Let me write here also. Which method? Show. Show result. Let me remove this. So method render from the A, right? Show result in the A interface. In the B interface, display result. So in the B interface, display. So to whom I have to create the class? Obviously, sorry. To whom I have to create the object? Obviously for class. So with the new keyword, class name equal to one reference variable. Let me take multi-level. It is my reference variable and class name. Save this one and multi-level. Okay. Multi-level dot display result coming from the interface. Again what is my reference variable? Multi-level, which is a multi-level interface, multi-level reference variable dot show result. Control Shift F and annotations. So what I done here, I took two interfaces. Simply, I took one method name as in the interface. Show result is one method available in the interface A. Display result available in the interface B. What I am trying to make a point here, by using the interface, in the interface concept only, we can achieve the multi-level or multiple inheritance. That's why I wrote one class. In the class, I implemented both A and B. Then we can override the two methods. We can create one object for the class. We can invoke that method and simply save, run as Java application. Then it will Java converted as a bytecode, and machine will understand the language, and the process has been done. It will come on the result console. Display method render from the B. Show result method render from the A. This is how we have to achieve the multiple inheritance by using interface. Clear? So that's it about today. What is meant by interface and multiple inheritance. Clear? So that's it for today. Bye bye.